Good morning, everyone. I am Nathan Pollock. I am the Iron Father, and this is Dad Fitness. So I'm glad that you guys could join me on Friday. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to work on barbell curl or preacher curls. Now, ladies, I know you probably don't do this one, but it is something to help you tone your biceps. You'll see a lot of he-men sitting there trying to throw this stuff around, and I was no exception myself. Now, I did something a little different with my stance, because a lot of people will put their feet forward and kind of lean into it. But what I'm doing is I'm actually putting not one foot, only one foot forward, and my other leg is kind of behind me. So it's kind of like I'm kind of pushing here, but I'm kind of also stabilizing here. This helps me keep more upright. At least this is what I find. I'm not leaning into it as much. I'm more like this, and I'm actually doing the movement better. Now, some guys will sit there and do what I call a half movement. So what they're going to do is they may only come from here, and they'll go about that far. It should be going about this far, and then coming back up. Now, I'm going to show you a little something that's a little different. It's called 21s. Ronnie Coleman, who is an 8-time Mr. Olympia, or former Mr. Olympia, the man's like 43 years old now, and he's still jacked as fuck. So, you could try and do this if you want. I find it works really good for me in terms of a feeder workout. So I work with a lighter weight, and I do higher reps to get that blood pump right before bed. So I'll do this probably after dinner, by about an hour after dinner or so I can get the food to digest and get that final blood pump through and get that protein synthesis that we all want and get bigger arms and stuff, right? So what it is 21s are basically, this is the movement. I come up about halfway and I do 7 reps this way, and then I'll come up from here and go back down halfway, and I'll do 7 reps. Now I want to keep tension on my biceps at all times, because I want to make sure that I'm getting that squeeze, that contraction, and that lactic buildup. Now, to me, honestly, it's almost euphoric to have that afterburn, that burn in my arms. Now, keeping tension, you don't want to come up all the way and rest. You want to kind of just keep it a little bit off, so you're still keeping tension on your biceps at all times. And then afterwards, when you're done doing 7 this way and then 7 this way, you do a full motion. So we're just going to do 1 set, and then I want you guys to try and do this at home or at the gym. Now, I'm using a preacher bench, so you don't necessarily need to use that. You can get those the barbell curl straps that you hang off your neck and it goes across your chest, and it rests around here on your triceps. So you can still use that to kind of to lean against, and you're getting the tension or the support off of your chest, and you're getting better motion that way in that regard. Now, I'm using a preacher bench because, well, I paid for it, and it doesn't really take up that much room in my personal gym, so I use that. If I went and bought the strap, I probably would use that just as well, but I have a preference towards using the preacher bench too, because it helps pad my arms. Maybe my elbows are sore or something. The other one doesn't really dig in that much, but because it's beveled, but I still just prefer using the preacher bench. I've just been using it for years. So anyway, we'll get down to the nitty gritty. So I just want to put my 1 foot forward, the other one can rest. That's all I use. The 1 foot is just for the support, so I can kind of keep myself a little more upright. And I'm not trying to swing as much with my shoulders on this one, because we all do that and we shouldn't. The other thing too is I'm going to try and make sure that I do full motions and not stop only so far, because I don't want to make it easy for myself. A lot of people will do that because they think it's more of a mental game, that they stop and they think, okay, well, I can rest here. Don't rest. Resting doesn't help you make any gains whatsoever. If you can actually keep the tension up and keep going at a high intensity, you'll get a lot further in terms of your gains. So we're just going to go and start from here. Make sure that my pecs are kind of resting on the top there. And then, so I want it to kind of cross the pad to kind of cross my sternum. So I want to come from here. I want to start like this and just do 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I want to come up and I go here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to go full motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's 21 right there. Now I notice I didn't stop, I didn't really rest anywhere. I kind of, in a way, kind of took a split second to reset myself in terms of making sure that I was doing the motion correctly. That's fine. Usually what I do is I pair that up and I do French press with my 21s. Now, everyone's going to be different. Everyone's going to have a different workout that works for them. For me, I find if I do things in pairs, like I'll do 21s and then I'll do French press right away and then I'll rest for a minute and then I'll come back. Now, your rest periods may differ as well. You don't have to do 60 seconds. I just do it because I'm usually pressed for time in the mornings. Right now I'm not. But generally I wake up at 4:30 in the morning. I work out by 5:30, quarter to 6. I usually am out of the gym and in the shower and stuff, and then you do your 3 S's, shit, shower, shave, get your lunch ready, get out the door by about 6:30, 6:20, and then usually it takes me about 15 minutes or half an hour to get to work. So I'm there just before 7 o'clock so I can get started and get my day going. Then usually after work I'll stop at the gym and work out for about a half hour, 45 minutes, do some of my workout that I can't do at home, and then after dinner and Nicholas is down, I try to come in here and do a workout and then spend some time with my wife because Mama needs loving too. Anyway, try this. It should help your workouts in terms of intensity and feeling more of that burn in your arms. Also, if you do it in the morning, statistically it says that you're more likely to keep your workout regimen than as opposed to doing it at night. A lot of people, especially now that it's been New Year's and stuff, they all make that resolution that they're going to get in shape, and then they work out for January, February, and by March they start to peter out or start to work off. Now, I do my workouts about 7 days a week, but I do 3 days of legs. So you don't necessarily have to do that. You can circuit train, do a full body workout 3 times a week. That works as well. That's the way I started. But as I progressed and wanted to get more intense or more tone or bulk, I was upping my weights or working out more often. Even as a youth, I was also hitting skating, biking, jiu-jitsu, hopefully jiu-jitsu next month. We'll see what happens. Hopefully by then I'll have scored a job. I'm actually waiting for a call right now. And yeah, so if you guys, it depends on what you guys want to do. If you guys want some advice, by all means message me on Facebook. You can also look me up on the page Dad Fitness and message me there, or you can find my phone number that should be on there and text me directly if you want and keep it on the down low. That's fine too. I will mention certain situations about people, but I will not mention names. You don't need to get any sort of press about things that you may be doing that are good or bad or whatever. We'll just try and keep that on the down low between us. Anyway, this is the motions. This is the exercise I want you to try. Give it a shot. If you're wondering about my supplement line or the supplements that I use to make my gains, and I tell you, man, I'm not going to sell you shit. That ain't going to work. I actually recommend that these are actually some of the better supplements that I take. You get what you pay for in terms of that. I used to be a big GNC fan. I'm not anymore because I found out that they're being sued for certain things that they have or don't have as advertised in their ingredients. But that's just a personal choice, again, by myself. Do your research, do your homework. by all means, check out the link below. Check out the Lifestyle Shift on Facebook, and check out the testimonials from people that are from all walks of life: doctors, nurses, paramedics, pharmacists, nurses, even people who were microbiologists and stuff, have quit their jobs being able to do this and sell it full time. If you want to be a promoter, by all means message me. If you want to try it, by all means message me. I will send you a package. And just check out the links below. And that's it for me. This is Friday, and glad you could join me. So I am the Iron Father. This is Dad Fitness. We're signing out, and remember, Iron Fathers ain't built, they're forged. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.